the third part of chapter number 2 on banking. Question number 15. Mr. K.K. Singh has a recurring deposit account in a bank of rupees 300 per month at 10% per annum. If he gets rupees 7950 at the time of maturity, find the total time period for which the account was held. It says Mr. K.K. Singh has a recurring deposit account in a bank of rupees 300 per month. This is the first thing that you know. Rupees 300 per month is the principal. Principal is rupees 300. At 10% per annum, that's the rate. Rate is 10% per annum. And if he gets rupees 7950 at the time of maturity, he gets 7,950 rupees. That's the maturity value. Question is, find the total time period for which the account was held. You're going to find here the time period for which the account was held. You don't know for how many years he was holding this account. So we are going to consider small n value is n months itself. You don't know n value, therefore small n is n months. You know small n is n, therefore find capital N. Capital N is small n times n plus 1 by 24 years. You don't know small n value, therefore this remains the same. Okay. This is your capital N value. The next calculation that you have to do is find interest. I is equal to PNR by 100. Okay. I is PNR by 100. Principal is 300, that's here, into capital N value is small n times n plus 1 divided by 24, that's here, into rate is 10%, that is into 10 by this 100. Okay. Now to simplify this, you can cancel the two zeros which are here, and then you can cancel 3 and 24, that will go 8 times, 10 goes 5 times, and 8 goes 4 times. So you have 5 into n plus 1 divided by 4. Okay. Multiply this 5 into n, that's 5n, and multiply the 5n inside. 5n into n is 5n squared, plus 5n into 1 is plus 5n, divided by 4 is your interest, all in terms of small n. Then you also know the maturity value. So our next calculation is maturity value is amount deposited plus the interest. Maturity value is 7950, that's what was given. 7,950 is the maturity value, is equal to amount deposited. He has deposited 300 rupees for n months. So 300 into n, amount deposited is 300 into n, plus interest is 5n squared plus 5n divided by 4. Okay. Now, to simplify this, find LCM. LCM is 4. This is 300n into 4 gives you 1200n plus 5n squared plus 5n is equal to 7950 on the other side. Multiply this 4 with 7950, you will get 31800 is equal to 5n squared is there, and these two terms are like terms. 1200n plus 5n gives you 1205n. Now rearrange these terms to get a quadratic equation. N squared term should be first, n term is the second term, and this goes that side, becomes the third term. So first term is 5n squared plus 1205n, and this has gone that side, minus 31800 is equal to nothing left here, so that's 0. So this is your quadratic equation. Now look at the numbers here. There is a 5, 1205 and 31800. All three of them can be divided by 5. So divide by 5, you will get 5n squared becomes n squared. This becomes 241n, and minus this divided by 5 is 6360 is equal to 0. Now this is your quadratic equation. Middle term is 241 and the product is 6360. Okay. So what we will do is, we will start dividing this 6360 stepwise. So 6360, look at this division. 6360 has to be divided by the smallest prime number. The smallest prime number that can divide this is 2. So if you divide this by 2, this will go 3 times. 3 2s are 6. Divide 3 by 2, that's once. Remainder 1, this becomes 16, that's 8 times and 0. Again divide by 2. 3 divided by 2 gives you 1. Remainder 1, this becomes 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5. Remainder is 1, this becomes 18. So this becomes 9 and 0. Again divide by 2. 15 divided by 2 gives you 7. Remainder is 1. 19 divided by 2, 9 times. Remainder 1, this becomes 10. That's 5. Now you have to check what number can divide this. The next prime number that can divide this is 3. So that's 3 2s are 6. Remainder 1. This becomes 19. 6 3 is 18. Remainder 1. This becomes 15. 5 times. Now, if you notice something, there is a 241 here, which is your sum, and the product is 6360. The sum 241 is closer to 265. Okay. So what you do is, don't divide further, check and see whether you can get two numbers which on addition or subtraction will give you this 241. Okay. So till now the factors that we got are these. That's 3 into 2 into 2 into 2. 3 into 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 12 2 is 24. So this gives you 24. And you got a 265 here. 265 minus 24 will give you 241, which is your sum. So don't divide this further. Okay. Many of these questions where you have to split the middle term, you stop your division to a number which is closer to this middle term. Okay. So we got 241 by subtracting 265 and 24. So the two numbers that we are going to use are 24 and 265. So next step becomes n squared, this is same, plus 241n can be written as 265n minus 24n minus 6360 is equal to 0. From these two terms, n is common. If you remove the n, you are left with n plus 265. Minus 24 is common in these two terms, so minus 24 is taken up into n plus, if you divide this by 24, you get 265 is equal to 0. So the two factors that you are going to get are n plus 265, this one which is common, and n minus 24 is equal to 0. So from the first factor, n is equal to, this is plus 265, therefore your answer is minus 265. And from here, n is equal to, minus 24 is here, therefore your answer is plus 24. N was time in months, which cannot be negative 265. So this is not possible. Therefore, you get n value, small n value is 24. The question was, if you read the question, find the total time period for which the account was held. You will find what is the time period. So we got the time period. N is 24. Usually small n is in months. Therefore the time period for which this account was held is 24 months. You can leave the answer here, or you can change the 24 months to years. 24 months means 2 years. Okay. Next question is question number 32. Mr. Richard has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 3 years at 7.5% per annum, simple interest. If he gets rupees 8325 as interest at the time of maturity, find number 1 the monthly deposit and number 2 the maturity value. Read this question carefully, see what are all known. The first thing that is known, Mr. Richard has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 3 years, that's the time given. 3 years, which is 36 months, small n value is 36 months. At 7.5% per annum, this is the rate. The rate is 7.5% per annum. If he gets rupees 8325, this one, rupees 8325 as interest, it says. This is not the maturity value. Okay. Read carefully. This is rupees 8325 as interest at the time of maturity. When it actually matures, the interest that he gets is rupees 8325. So you know the interest now. The first question is find the monthly deposit. Monthly deposit means value of P. So P you don't know. We assume P to be the same P itself. Okay. You know small n value, therefore find capital N first. Capital N is small n times n plus 1 by 24. Small n value is 36, so 36 into 36 plus 1, that's 37, divided by 24. You can simplify 36 and 24, that will go thrice, that will go twice. Capital N value is 3 into 37 by 2 years. You found this. The next thing that you know is your interest, which was given in the question. Interest was rupees 8325. So let's use interest formula. I is equal to PNR by 100. Okay. I is equal to PNR by 100. So I value is 8325. You know the interest is equal to principal you didn't know into n value, capital N value was 3 into 37 by 2. 3 into 37 by 2 into rate was 7.5, which I have written as 75 by 10, and this 100. Now bring these numbers to the left side. So that is 8325 into 2 into 10 into 100 divided by 3 into 37 into 75 will give you the value of P. If you simplify this, you will get rupees 2000 is the principal. First question was to find the monthly deposit. Monthly deposit is actually the principal. Therefore, the monthly deposit is rupees 2000. You found that. The second question was you have to find the maturity value. So, for the second part, we are going to find maturity value, which is actually given as amount deposited plus the interest. Amount deposited, every month how much he deposits, that is this one, monthly deposit 2000. For 36 months he deposits, so 2000 into 36 plus the interest given was 8325. This into this gives you 72,000 plus 8325. Adding both these, you will get 80,325 rupees is the maturity value, which is the answer for the second part. And your homework. Exercise 2, question numbers 16, 17, 28, 31, 25 and 29.